Hello everybody, this is Mikey B from Super High Productions, and today I'm going to talk about a subject that's near and dear to my heart. Now, where do I begin? This thing has... Hey, what was that? What's that noise?
Oh, long time no see, Mikey B. You think you can just run away and do a top 10 list about this subject without me?
Hey, Jerry, no worries, man. It's not like that. Don't...
You up and leave your friends and family and we don't see you for Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, or Groundhog's Day, and now you're doing this?
This? Oh, you mean, my top 10 Taylor Swift song video? Well, if you want, you can totally be a part of that.
Wait, what? Oh, I thought you were doing a Smash Bros list. Oh, okay, never mind.
Aha! Smash Brothers. Now that's the ticket. Let's do that instead.
Oh, well, okay then.
That's right, folks. The gang's back together. We're here to talk about Smash Bros, the greatest fighting game of all time.
Ever since the game came out, I've been playing it non-stop. Last year they announced that Mewtwo's going to be the first downloadable content character for the game, and Nintendo put up a fighter ballot for anyone to vote for their favorite DLC character that they'd like to see in Smash Bros.
It is very exciting. Finally, democracy at work. Now, since this poll is open to the public, there's usually a lot of dummies that flood it with stupid suggestions like Superman, Shrek, Harry Potter, the list goes on and on. But our list will stick to some grounded, realistic characters, video game characters that we cherish and love, and that we desperately want to see in the game. Will they make it? Who knows? But this is our list of most wanted DLC characters in Super Smash Bros. 4 in no particular order.
Wait, were you really gonna do Taylor Swift?
No. No, that's silly stuff. Number 10. How would you like to come back in time? Then come with me back to 1995, and we're gonna go visit my friend Chrono and his game Chrono Trigger. That's right, he did all sorts of time traveling stuff in this game. It was really cool and revolutionary at the time. It was one of the best RPGs, and it echoes throughout history as being so. He has a cool design. He looks like Goku with a sword. You can play with the sword, and he's kind of like Link in that regard, or, Marth, or, any of those guys that have swords. But, that being said, you could do like a fire spin on him. You can do a number of other things. He had a whole group with him, and maybe he can borrow weapons or elements from their attacks and attack his foes in Super Smash Bros. Number 9.
Number 9 on our list is a character from a series that, since Wolf O'Donnell got cut from Super Smash Bros. 4, I think really deserves another entry in the series. Leon Pawlowski. Leon first got his start in Star Fox 64 as kind of a rival character to Falco, kind of like how Wolf is to Fox. And outside of that, we really don't know very much about Leon, which is a perfect opportunity for the developers to give him a completely new and fresh moveset, not similar to Wolf, Fox's, or Falco's in any way, but since he's a chameleon, give him his own unique moveset, and please give him his own unique final smash, and not just a Landmaster tank again, please. This number also comes with a request. Please put Wolf O'Donnell back in Super Smash Bros. 4.
The party's just begun.
Number 8. Ha! That boy sure does love Star Fox a lot, and so do I. But number 8 on the list is a game called Splatoon. There's a character in that game called an Inkling. It's one of these create your own characters, so it could be kind of like the Animal Crossing villager. You can choose a boy, a girl, many different looks. The character in the game uses a spray can or like a paintbrush or like guns that shoot paint at people. It's like Nintendo's version of a first-person shooter, but a very PG-friendly one. There's so much that they can do. They have so many different weapons. You can spray paint at people. You can go around in the paint like a squid, transform. There's I feel like the possibilities are endless. The only thing holding it back is that it's just such a new property that people probably don't feel like it deserves to be in the game, but you know, I think that it does. So give them a shot, Nintendo.
Number 7.
Travis Touchdown. What else do I need to say about this character? He needs to be in Super Smash Bros. 4. Have you ever played No More Heroes 1 or 2?
No.
No? Well, go play him, right now. Travis Touchdown is a beam katana wielding punk otaku who sets out on a murderous killing spree to eliminate the other ranked assassins who are ranked higher than him, and become the #1 ranked assassin in the world. I think his moves would translate almost perfectly into Super Smash Bros. Travis Touchdown for Super Smash Bros. 4, enough said.
Whoever they are, I'll make sure they get a nice close-up of my beam katana.
Number 6.
Oh, sorry, I was just imagining what my life would be like if I didn't have limbs. You know, and that's what the reality is for my friend Rayman. He goes around, he has just hands floating without arms, and same thing with his feet without legs. That could make for some very interesting gameplay. Also, we know that Nintendo and Ubisoft have been kind of close. They have a trophy of Rayman in the game, so it's not a big stretch to say, hey, put him in the game as a fightable character. He can have a lot of great moves. He can, you know, twirl his head around, float. He can long punch people. I mean, if you're gonna have Sonic in there, why not have Rayman? Come on, guys.
Number 5.
Hey guys, let's talk about Knuckles for a second. Now, Knuckles would be a great addition to Super Smash Bros. 4, don't you think? I think so. But why Knuckles? Why not Shadow or Tails? Well, honestly, don't you think Shadow would be better as just an alternative costume for Sonic? I don't see his moves being very different than Sonic's in any way. He's very similar to Sonic. He's just like, you know, a dark Sonic, basically, a more evil Sonic. And I really am not interested in having any more clone characters in Super Smash Bros. As for Tails, Tails is fine. Tails is Sonic's little buddy, his helper, his sidekick, or whatever you would call him. But he's, in my opinion, he's just not a very good fighter. He's more of, you know, the brains. He's a mechanic. He works on robots. He drives around in robots. He's always up to saving Sonic. But Knuckles, on the other hand, is very much a fighter, I think, at least. His spiked gloves give him an advantage. He can glide. He can climb on walls. I mean, he can do a bunch of things. Not saying that Tails can't do things as well, but Knuckles is clearly more suited to be a fighter in Super Smash Bros. Because after all, that is what the game is about. It's about fighters. Now, Tails could be a good addition as well, but my vote would definitely be for Knuckles the Echidna.
Number 4.
Number 4 on our list is a guy that you may have heard of before. He's a guy known as Simon Belmont. He is from the Castlevania games. That's right. All those cool, eerie games from the NES to the SNES, even to the 64 and maybe some other consoles. But man, the guy is like the only character out there with a whip, whipping it harder than Indiana Jones style. He brings that. He's got a sword. He's got all sorts of fantastic weapons in his games, and he fights for good against the evils of Dracula and whatnot.
Alright, you deadbeat. You can squeeze me, you can choke me, you can shake me, but mess my hair? No way!
Number 3.
Oh, hello there. I was just looking through some of my old games, really old games, trying to find a character from a game that would be good in the new Super Smash Bros. Oh, and I think I may have found it. Rash the Battletoad from the NES title Battletoads. Now, if you've never played Battletoads, I would really suggest checking it out. The game follows 3 unique and quirky toads that have a fighting style that's pretty unique to them. When I was playing this game, I thought to myself, these characters could really be put into any fighting game, so why not put one of them in Smash? Rash for Smash, 2015, or 16, whatever. The reason I picked Rash is because all the Battletoads names are Rash, Pimple, and Zitz.
Number 2.
Gee, I hope I don't get a rash. Ha! Anyway, so the next character on the list, number 2 on the list, is honestly really someone that's really close to my heart, and that's someone from the Donkey Kong franchise. When I was a youngster, Donkey Kong was all I had. He taught me how to climb, taught me how to eat bananas. And it's kind of sad that only Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong is in there, because there's so many other Kongs. Let me just name them off real quick. There's Funky Kong, Lanky Kong, Wrinkly Kong, Swanky Kong, Manky Kong. Come on, man. So many Kongs. But of course, I'm talking about Dixie Kong, the number 3. That's right, the bronze medal of all Kongs. She's awesome. She can like do hair flips. She can pick up barrels with her hair. There's a lot of hair-related moves, but nevertheless, she is a viable character now.
And now it's time for number... Huh?
You thought I was done talking about Donkey Kong? Well, you best be thinking that you're tripping, because King K rules on this list too. He shares a spot with Dixie Kong. They're split right down the middle. Yeah, it was a tie. So he can be a boxer. He's a crocodile fearsome guy. He can bite your head off. He's been a king. He does it all. He's the villain, and he'll go up there with Ganondorf, Bowser, King Dedede. Come on, man. There's enough land in this kingdom for one more ruler.
Now it's time for number 1.
So finally, the time has come to talk about number 1. This guy is inconceivable why he's not in the game. I mean, I understand why. There's a lot of business, politics, and stuff involved, but come on. Banjo-Kazooie from the N64 days? Wouldn't that be great?
Whoa, wait a minute, Mike. You already did your 5. Now it's my turn. I wanted to do Banjo-Kazooie.
Sorry, I just got so excited thinking about Banjo and Kazooie. I'm such a big fan, I guess. But hey, in the spirit of cooperation, the spirit of the character, why don't we just work together?
Well, it's okay. I guess we could do it cooperatively, but you'll be the bird.
Quack!
Our number 1 pick on this list of new characters we'd like to see in Super Smash Bros. Is Banjo-Kazooie. It seems like everywhere you look, people want to see Banjo-Kazooie in Super Smash Bros. And I can't really argue with that. Banjo-Kazooie was one of the best 3D action platforming games the N64 had to offer, right up there with Super Mario 64 and The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Wouldn't it be awesome to see Banjo-Kazooie battling it out with our other Nintendo characters? I think it would. Banjo-Kazooie would also be another character that's like 2 characters in one. The bear in front and the bird in back, doing combo attacks. How can you beat that? Banjo-Kazooie seems like it's a match made in heaven for Super Smash Bros. Wouldn't you say, Mike?
So there you have it, folks. Those are the characters we want to see in our favorite fighting game. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. Please let us know.
But more importantly, let Nintendo know. The more votes for any of the characters we just mentioned, the better. Get online and get your vote in there before it's too late.
Thank you everyone for watching Super Hive's list of characters we want to see in Super Smash Bros. It really was a treat for us, and thank you to my co-host Cousin Jerry.
Yeah, no problem. Just keep me in the loop next time, huh?
Yeah? You want to do another one? Okay, let's go. Crying, perfect storm. I can show
Never
you
mind, you're on your own.
things. La 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 da 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 do 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 la da 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 do 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 ha da cha hoo do do.